What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Well, it looks like it's natural routine for us today. We're gonna go ahead and open up the trailer, get the white car loaded. We are on our way to Fatman Invasions. Fatman Invasions is a charity event, but if you're interested in that, stay tuned. Let's get loaded up. It always seems like I'm just racing. I'm just a race guy. I'm just a drag race guy. Actually, I street drove that car quite a bit the last few days, testing out the new radiator I put in it. And of course, testing out the new wastegate and what have you. A lot of good things have came from that. A lot of good data, a lot of good ideas, to the point to where, you know, now that I can control certain things in the car that I couldn't before, it's time to go test those out. I don't plan to go out there and bust out a 960 pass, because I actually turned the car down. And I'll explain that in another video. So don't expect me to go out there and bust out like a 950 pass, because I don't have that thing turned up right now. I actually dialed it in exactly where I wanted to put it, because you remember, we're talking about buying a TKX and doing a full test on it. And the only way to do a really true test on it is to put it at about its same torque level that it's actually at. So my goal today is to simply put down a 9-second pass, tickle the 990s, and call the experiment a success. Because if I can 990 pass today, which should be doable, with the boost level I'm sitting at and timing curve I'm sitting at, then my Foxbody experiment is starting to come together. But I think what had been going on before was a little bit of a boost spike issue. I'm pretty sure we've tamed that, but we're gonna go find out at the track today at Fatman Invasions, which is not exactly the best place to be testing that stuff at, but we're gonna go support the charity event. Cousin Paul's out there with a full bottle of nitrous, and I am gonna be loading up to do, you know, to show my face and have a good time. So stay tuned. Let's get out there and stop wasting time. See you soon. For those of you just joining the channel, this is my 87 Ford Mustang GT with a 408 stroker. So let me bring you guys up to speed on what actually is happening right now. And then we're gonna show you some videos. My 87 Mustang has a 408 stroker in it. It's got a T56 stick shift, full weight, full interior street car, pretty much full exhaust. We've gotta finish the section in the back. I've been having a little bit of boost spike. And boost spike is pretty much where your turbo kit and your engine is producing so much exhaust that the turbo is backing up and the wastegate's not keeping up with the pressure. So what we're attempting to do out today is dial this car in again on the lower boost level so I can control it at the higher boost level. If you can't control your timing and fuel and boost, that's just recipe for disaster. But the main thing is we're gonna get out here to Thompson Drag Raceway, and it's a huge event. There's gonna be thousands of cars here and people. It's a good event, and I always like to support their events because it's a charity, guys. I mean, it's good times. It's a chance to race my car in front of a bunch of people, have a good time, maybe do a little betting, have a little fun. And I want to bring as much as I can to you without boring you guys too much. So make sure you check out the whole video, because there's gonna be a lot of things like outside of just racing. Lady? You don't mind I put you on film, do I? You've been doing this for a long time. How long you been doing this, Sandy? 50 years. 55 years. Well, you look young. Still look young and beautiful. Thank you. Now I know some of you guys, this might not be your cup of tea. I get it. Racetrack, imports, not Mustang stuff. But guys, if you're a car guy, you enjoy stuff like this. You know, it's just a no bullshit experience with different genres of cars. There's a lot of Fox bodies here today. We'll catch some videos of it. Matter of fact, got one coming up right now. Got a couple up and down over there. Got a couple of them up on the line. And you know, I just got to represent. I got to represent Neomustangs. I got to represent the Fox body crowd. And you know, we're going to have a good time today. So usually FATMAN'S has a lot more cars here, but again, it's only like 10 o'clock in the morning. So they're still they're still continuing to funnel in. I think there's going to be a little shootout later on about 5 o'clock. It's like a $50 buy-in. I don't know what that's all about, but let's go A to B and see what happens with our car here in a minute. So let me get up on that VIP entrance right here. Y'all know who this is. What we got going on here?
Nobody knows how to drive.
Nobody knows how to drive. So how they run the event is there's like 500 cars that are allowed to race. The rules are even, they call up a bunch of even cars if your card says even, and they stage them, they get them lined up, and then they do the odd car. That way you're not all clustered up there at the line. So we're starting to up our game on our merch here. We got small, medium, large, extra large, double X, triple X, and Cousin Paul and Sandy's been helping me a lot with the merch. Cousin Paul's been up on Dad's car race. Let me talk again why my passes weren't as fast as you've been seeing on the channel. Again, if you understand, if you look, I got a monster wastegate under there. Now before I had a precision 44mm wastegate on there, which was like too small for the setup. What the big 66 actually did was it relieves my pressure of my boost a lot sooner. So that's why we stuck the 18-pound spring in it, which only makes about 10 or 11, 12 pounds on my setup. Now when I was street testing this, I couldn't get up past 6,000 because I would have been in a ditch anyways. So trying to street test this was a little bit difficult. So that's what we're here to do today. Is I went ahead and put my manual boost controller on and put a whole turn into it, 16 clicks. I'm pretty safe to say that the boost controller normally doesn't even start making a real difference till about 6 to 8 clicks. I'm pretty confident even at 16 clicks, I'm not gonna jump from 11 pounds to 20. Because the better the wastegate is on spring pressure, the harder it is for vacuum to leave it open. You see what I mean? So that's the sweet spot. Fast AF, dude.
Yeah, he is, for sure.
So here's your four-wheel drive Fox body. Chevy Silverado transfer case. Crazy. I think he ran a 1020 earlier. Four-wheel drive Foxbody. What? You know that was a four-wheel drive, right?
Yeah.
Foxbody?
That's crazy.
That's crazy fast.
Crazy.
I can't. The engineering behind it.
Insane.
Insane.
Absolutely.
You just got to know car parts to do that
Pretty
stuff.
much. That's what I do.
All right, so this is pretty much it for the Fatman's, but if you're gonna watch from here on out, this is where we're gonna do the shootout. Now, I wasn't gonna do the shootout. If you've seen the last video, it wasn't very good. It didn't end very well. Got a little squirrely, track wasn't there, but it just got prepped a lot. So we're gonna be doing some fast cars up and down here, and there's no reason why my car can't go A to B. And I can't leave the track with having a monkey on my back. So I gotta get this car back out there, gotta trust it again. All right, so let me preface this part of the video. The shootout is consisted of 3 passes. It's a true street style. You take your 3 passes and they average it, and that's how they rank you. There was about 25 or so competitors. They split up the classes a little bit, but me and a good friend of mine, Danny Watts, and his yellow 0304 Cobra Stella decided to go all 3 passes together. Best out of 3 wins front plate. Me and Danny Watts race for our front license plates. So enjoy the footage and let's get into it. You can actually hear the rattling of my control arms. I found out later had bad bolts and were loose. Listen. Well, I managed to win round 1, but I lost my mirror and hit me. The air's getting better right now. The track's probably still there, but at least it's not sucking the water out of the track anymore.
All right, going for round 2. All right, it's our 3rd pass against Watts. This is my dude. It's like good practice because I know his car is stupid fast. So if I'm staying ahead of him, I'm doing something right. I mean, even if his car, I mean, he's shaking down a clutch right now though. So. Sometimes you gotta know when to lift, baby. the tires right off. Wow.
Hey.
I got my money on you, Adam. Oh, fuck yeah, bitch.
All right, so that's about it for the event. We had a good time. Been racing all day, so it's a little hot. I'm a little tired. But what we ended up doing is we ended up figuring out that, you know, this boost controller and this large wastegate is actually helping a lot. It's actually helping me considerably with my boost control problems that I had before. So now I can slowly turn the car back up and make more power, and, you know, with more control than I did before. And that's going to be good for when I set the Holley Terminator X up. I can set it up as an input so I can control boost from the actual computer and where it ramps in at. So that's going to make a huge difference for me now that I know that that works and that function is good. But outside of that, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Live here at the track, 7 o'clock. Been here for 9 hours now. Did pretty well in the event. Got left the center on one of them, so I had to get out on one of my passes. So make sure you hit that like and subscribe if you're enjoying my content, and I will see you guys soon.